is with great sadness that New Zealand wakes to the news of the passing of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. I know I speak for all New Zealanders in conveying our deepest sympathy to members of the royal family and condolences to King Charles III on behalf of the government and New Zealanders at this time of enormous loss. The last days of the Queen's life captures who she was in so many ways, working till the very end on behalf of the people she loved. And that is why I'm sure that we will receive the news of her passing with both emotions of deep sadness, but also gratitude for a life that was utterly and completely devoted to the service of others. This is a time of deep sadness. Young or old, there is no doubt that a chapter is closing today. And with that, we share our thanks for an incredible woman who we were lucky enough to call our Queen.
Well, I was lucky enough to meet her on several occasions. When Bill was president, when I was Secretary of State, and have a number of conversations with her. She was a curious, highly intelligent person who really wanted to learn what you knew and how it would fit into the world. And one of the highlights of my career was being able to spend the night at Buckingham Palace during a state visit, during President Obama's state visit, and talking with her about her gardens and walking through those gardens. It was an incredible experience.
Well, and I'll just say, you mentioned that she was a mechanic during the Second World War, and well before I was ever privileged to meet Her Majesty, I remember my grandmother talking about what a role model the Queen was for her as a kind of woman just trying to make it through on the home front, to do what she could to support the war effort here, and just how much it meant to her to see a member of the royal family, even though she was a hardcore American and maybe didn't understand the monarchy, that she knew that this woman under enormous pressure got up and worked so hard for her country and the war effort every day was so inspiring to my grandmother, and so I grew up with that relationship.
Queen Elizabeth II was the rock on which modern Britain was built. Our country has grown and flourished under her reign. Britain is the great country it is today because of her. Her life of service stretched beyond most of our living memories. In return, she was loved and admired by the people in the United Kingdom and all around the world. She has been a personal inspiration to me and to many Britons. Her devotion to duty is an example to us all. Earlier this week, at 96, she remained determined to carry out her duties, as she appointed me as her 15th Prime Minister. It is a day of great loss, but Queen Elizabeth II leaves a great legacy. Today the crown passes, as it has done for more than 1,000 years, to our new monarch, our new head of state, His Majesty King Charles III. With the King's family, we mourn the loss of his mother, and as we mourn, we must come together as a people to support him, to help him bear the awesome responsibility that he now carries for us all.